Good morning, afternoon, and night, everybody. I am by myself in the attic watching One Piece smoking weed like I'm an addict, but I'm not. It don't control me. I'm doing my own thing. Got some eggnog, cause it's the holidays, and I know I got a bowl pack. I'm finna get blazed. I be doing my own thing. I be wasting time. That's what I think. I really want to increase my vocabulary. I think the only way to do that is to read books. The thing is, I think, I want to get smarter in a general sense. How do I know more things, right? It turns out the answer to that is just start learning about stuff. And I think the easiest thing to start with is something I'm interested in. I want to learn shit that's beyond my level. No wonder I'm not grasping anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally thinking too far ahead. But this time, doing too far ahead. So it's like I have to wait a couple months till it comes back to me or whatever. That thing where time stops, you know. When I don't even know how to explain that shit. It's like some things you come back to them in the future and it feels like you're literally jumping through time. Like I hope to remember this, or I hope to come back and see it again. I wonder what my future self would think about me now. I wonder what I would think about my future self. You know, time is one of those things that it's like we can only see it one, two, three. We can only see it in a linear perspective. But what if all those numbers were written at the same time and pronounced at the same time, and they all happen instantaneously? We can only perceive them as in this. You know, like this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens. But I truly think that time folds in on itself, and that the past and the future dictate each other's, like, they control what happens in each other. Like, time is one moment. Every time you make a choice, every time you're like present, I think that's like when you return to that like outside of time thing kind of thing. Because like time was the idea of time was created, I think, so people could. The same way watching the clock makes time go so much slower or faster just because you feel like you have that pressure against you, like a deadline or whatever. I think time was invented on like just so we could quantize like our existence. Like we used to just be born, live a full life, and then die. Now it's like I'm not even gonna say now because it's not a new thing, but it's like we're always watching the clock. We always have a deadline that we have to meet. We always have this thing that everything is time sensitive. So now, you know what I'm saying? Like they put a whole world on a timer. Like time didn't exist. We used to be born, live, and die. Now we're born. We have to meet these deadlines. We have to do these things. We have to, you know what I'm saying? And there's like there's social milestones now. It's like when you reach this age, you have to do this. When you reach this age, people expect you to know this. When you're this age, people expect you to go this place. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird how we've organized everything into categories, and it's like nobody's like really free to do what they want anymore, just because like we're living lives like off of check boxes. Like we have checklists, and we have to constantly make sure all the boxes are checked before we do anything else. And it's like when is it over? What's the end goal? Like people used to be born and like raised into their purpose. We are born and we feel like we are just endlessly toiling away and doing like busy work. What is any of the point of this shit? Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm about to sip some eggnog because it's the holidays, and I like to think about things like this. It's hard for me to like put myself out there though. I don't really know how. I get very hesitant. I get really self-conscious. I get really like I second guess myself a lot. So like I don't know. I feel like I could just start putting videos out like this, like raw, just like talking, yapping. But I always have this thing in my head where there's something like in the back of my mind telling me I'm missing something or I can't do that yet, or you know what I'm saying? Like I always feel like I have to cut these videos up and edit them. But I'm really just ready to start just throwing this shit out there, honestly. Like every college age like person, I'm just gonna start flinging shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Cause it's like I'm young, I have the time to try out my ideas, and I have way too many ideas that I've let sit in my head for me to keep letting ideas like fester. Like a dream is only gonna be a dream as long as it stays on the pillow. Sometimes you gotta wake the fuck up and like bring that shit to this realm. So yeah, I think this is like step one of that because I'm making myself more used to talking in front of a camera, and also this is how I speak with people when I'm more comfortable with them because I'm typically one of those like antisocial kind of people. So whenever it takes me some time to warm up, and it's just kind of the same way with like streaming and talking and making videos. I feel like I have to sound like a YouTuber before I start saying anything of importance, or before anyone starts looking at me or revering me with some sort of importance. But that's a self conscious thing. That's just me being in my head like always, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just want to live, bro. I don't want to be a content creator. I don't want to be somebody. I don't want to be a corporate sponsor. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be one of them people who like becomes a character or like a brand. Like we all have it to some degree, but I'd like to retain my humanity